What happens when you combine raw power, cutting-edge technology, and decades of battlefield experience into one machine? You get the M1 Abrams, America's most iconic main battle tank. But here's the real question. Is it truly overpowered? Or just overhyped? For decades, the Abrams has dominated headlines, crushed enemies on the battlefield, and built a reputation as one of the most lethal tanks ever created. But in modern warfare, one where drones, precision missiles, and cyber threats are reshaping combat, does the Abrams still live up to its legendary status? Or is it becoming a relic of a different era? Today, we're breaking it all down. The origin of a beast. To understand the Abrams, we need to go back to the Cold War. The United States needed a tank that could counter the massive armored forces of the Soviet Union. The result? The M1 Abrams, introduced in 1980. Named after General Crichton Abrams, this tank was designed with one goal in mind: dominate the battlefield. From the beginning, it wasn't just about armor and firepower. It was about survivability, mobility, and advanced targeting systems. And unlike many tanks of its time, the Abrams took a bold approach. Instead of a traditional diesel engine, it used a gas turbine engine, similar to what you'd find in a helicopter. That decision would define both its strengths and its weaknesses.
Using unique archive penetrates the world with the most high-tech tank in history. British Centurion tanks and the latest American patents.
Firepower, absolute dominance. Let's talk about what makes the Abrams terrifying. At the heart of the tank is its 120mm smoothbore cannon. This isn't just a gun, it's a battlefield equalizer. Capable of firing advanced armor-piercing rounds, high-explosive shells, and even specialized munitions, the Abrams can destroy enemy tanks from kilometers away. And it doesn't just rely on brute force. The Abrams features an advanced fire control system that allows it to track moving targets, fire accurately while on the move, engage enemies in all weather conditions, day or night, rain or dust. The Abrams doesn't miss often. Add to that its secondary weapons, including machine guns for close defense, and you've got a tank that can handle threats from all directions. So yes, in terms of firepower, the Abrams is undeniably overpowered. But that's only part of the story. Armor built like a fortress. Firepower means nothing without protection. And this is where the Abrams truly shines. The tank uses composite armor, often enhanced with depleted uranium layers, making it one of the most heavily protected tanks in the world. This armor is designed to withstand anti-tank missiles, rocket-propelled grenades, kinetic energy penetrators. In multiple conflicts, the Abrams has proven incredibly difficult to destroy. Even when hit, many crews survive thanks to clever design features like blowout panels that redirect explosions away from the crew, compartmentalized ammunition storage, reinforced crew protection systems. In short, the Abrams isn't just built to fight, it's built to survive. But heavy armor comes with a cost, and that cost is weight. Mobility power with a price. Despite weighing over 60 tons, the Abrams is surprisingly fast. Thanks to its gas turbine engine, it can reach speeds of around 40 to 45 miles per hour. That's incredibly fast for a tank of its size. It accelerates quickly, moves smoothly, and performs well in open terrain. But here's the problem. That engine consumes massive amounts of fuel. We're talking about a logistical nightmare. Compared to diesel-powered tanks, the Abrams requires more fuel, more maintenance, more support infrastructure. In prolonged conflicts, this becomes a serious disadvantage. And in environments where supply lines are vulnerable, the Abrams can quickly become difficult to sustain. So while it's powerful, it's also demanding. Real combat performance. The Abrams has seen combat in multiple wars, including the Gulf War, the Iraq War, operations in the Middle East, and the results? Dominance. During the Gulf War, Abrams tanks destroyed Iraqi armor with minimal losses. In many engagements, enemy tanks were destroyed before they even knew the Abrams was there. That's not just power. That's technological superiority. However, modern conflicts are changing. In recent years, tanks, including the Abrams, have faced new threats. Anti-tank guided missiles, loitering drones, top attack munitions. These threats target the weaker areas of even the most heavily armored vehicles. And suddenly, even a tank like the Abrams isn't invincible anymore. The modern battlefield problem. Here's where the debate really heats up. Is the Abrams still relevant in modern warfare? Or is it becoming outdated? Today's battlefield is no longer dominated by tank-on-tank combat. Instead, it's shaped by drone surveillance precision, strikes electronic warfare. A $10 million tank can be threatened by a much cheaper drone or missile. That changes everything. The Abrams is now being upgraded with active protection systems, improved sensors, better integration with digital battlefield networks. But the question remains, can upgrades keep up with rapidly evolving threats? Or are tanks becoming too vulnerable to justify their cost? Overpowered or overhyped? So let's answer the big question. Is the M1 Abrams overpowered? Yes, in terms of firepower armor, battlefield dominance in traditional warfare, but is it overhyped? Also, maybe. Because in modern asymmetric warfare, its weaknesses become more visible. High cost, heavy logistics, vulnerability to new technologies. The Abrams isn't obsolete, but it's no longer untouchable. And that changes how it must be used. The M1 Abrams is still one of the most powerful tanks ever built, a symbol of American military strength, a machine designed for dominance. But warfare evolves, and even legends must adapt, or risk being left behind. So what do you think? Is the M1 Abrams still the king of the battlefield? Or is it slowly becoming a giant in a world that no longer favors giants? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more military breakdowns, because the battlefield is changing, and we're here to break it all down.